All right, shalom, shalom. All praise to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Double honor to the Apostle Nel's Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to Yakim, pushing his truth throughout the four winds. All right. Yeah, through the Spirit, man, this is one of many things misunderstood by unlearned Christians. Okay, because I had a guy tell me that the thing I'm about to go into was basically speaking on food, but it's a lack of understanding. All right. This is Mark 7. I'm going to read, start at verse 2. It says, "And when they saw some of his disciples eat bread with defiled, that is to say, with unwashed hands, they found fault." Okay? "For the Pharisees and all the Jews, except they wash their hands oft, eat not, holding the tradition of the elders." Now this is speaking on, let's say it was speaking on them washing their hands, but that was a tradition that someone started. But it's speaking on customs of who was ruling at this time. Okay, it was just customs that they followed. Why aren't they following the customs that was set forth by this person ruling? Why aren't they following that? Okay, it says, "And when they come from the market, except they wash, they eat not. And many other things there be, which they have received to hold, as the washing of cups and pots, brazen vessels, and of tables. Then the Pharisees and scribes asked him, Why walk not thy disciples according to the traditions of the elders, but eat bread with unwashed hands?" Okay, why don't you follow the traditions of what everyone else is doing? Why don't you teach them to follow the traditions of the people whom we're under rule under? He answered and said unto them, Well hath Isaiah prophesied of you hypocrites, as it is written, This people honoreth me with their lips, but their hearts is far from me. Howbeit in vain they do worship me, teaching for the doctrines the commandments of men." Okay, the commandments of men, and the same thing goes on today in this society. You tell people these are laws that we're supposed to be following. Well, everybody else eat pork. I've been eating it my whole life. Ain't nothing wrong with it. There you go. Same thing back then. Nothing new under the sun. "For laying aside the commandment of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, ye hold the traditions of men, as the washing of pots and cups, and many other such things ye do. And he said unto them, Full well ye reject the commandment of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, that ye may keep your own traditions, things that are pleasing to you. And you want me to tell my disciples to do these things also." Okay? "For Moses said, Honor thy father and thy mother. And whoso curseth father or mother, let him die the death. But ye say, If a man shall say to his father or mother, It be korban, that is to say, a gift." And that's what it is, a gift. That's what it says in the definition. It says like a gift. I don't remember exact words, but it was something like a treasure, basically a gift from the Most High or something. Like he died so you can actually do these things now. It was a gift. It's a gift to you. You can do all these things now. Okay? It says, "By whatsoever thou mightest be profited by me, he shall be free." So now you're able to do all these things because you're free now. "And ye suffer him no more to do aught for his father or his mother. Now you're teaching them to go astray. But the original law was you dishonor your father and your mother, you put to death. Okay? But now it's made to the point where, hey, that's old. We don't live like that no more. And that's how these are basically just customs that they were trying to get him to teach his disciples. All right? It says, making the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushua of no effect through your traditions which ye have delivered. Okay, so it's man-made, just like Christianity. The laws are done away with. Okay, all these things are pleasing to flesh, but it's the point. It's a point here. Okay, it says, and many such like, Salakia, and many such like things do ye. And when he had called all the people unto him, he said unto them, hearken unto me, every one of you, and understand. There is nothing from without a man that entereth into him can defile him. Now we're getting to where these Christians actually think this is talking about eating food, bro. Okay? It says, but things which come out of him, those are they that defile the man. Okay, and I had a Christian try to tell me this is speaking on food because it's going to say something in here, but that's lack of understanding. If any man have ears to hear, let him hear. And that's that spirit. If you can understand, because when it resonates, my sheep hear my voice. If it resonates with you, you're going to understand it. And when he was entered into the house from the people, his disciples asked him concerning the parable. And he saith unto them, are ye so without understanding also? Do ye not perceive that whatsoever thing from without entereth into the man, it cannot defile him? So, when you're a man of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, when someone tells you you can eat pork, you hear it, but you're not going to spew that out and tell people it's righteous to do that. So that entered into you, but it didn't defile you because you know better. You know you're not going to be telling nobody, well, you can eat pork. Well, you can get air jobs. You can get tattoos now. Okay? But it says, because it entereth not into his heart or his mind, it did not resonate with him. He looked at him like, niggas, you crazy? That's how you would look at somebody, like, is you crazy, bro? Somebody tell you that, you look like, man, what, you bugging? Okay? But into the belly, and goeth out into the draught, purging all meats. So, this is where he thinks is speaking on eating meats. Okay? And then it's spoken to belly, but into the belly, and goeth out into a draught, purging all meats, making basically all meats unclean, is what he thinks this means. Okay? But it's speaking nothing of meats, and we're going to get into it. And he said, that which cometh out of the man, that defileth the man. So whatever you speak on and say, that's what defiles you. Because you have to give an answer for that. If you lead someone astray, you have to answer for that. It says, for from within, out of the heart of men proceedeth evil thoughts, adulterous, fornications, murders, thefts, covetousness, wickedness, deceit, lasciviousness, an evil eye, blasphemy, pride, foolishness. All these things come from within and defile the man. Okay? That's what defiles them. Now I'm going to go to the book of Daniel, and I'm going to get a precept that shows you with this meats what it's speaking on. Okay, this is Daniel. I'm going to jump around in here. This is Daniel 1 and 3. And the king spake unto Ashpenaz, the master of his eunuchs, that he should bring certain of the children of Israel, and of the king's seed, and of the princes, children in whom was no blemish, but well favored and skillful in all wisdom, and cunning and knowledge, and understanding science, and such as had ability in them to stand in the king's palace, and whom they might teach the learning and the tongue of the Chaldeans. Okay? And the king appointed them a daily provision. Now this is your task. You're going to learn my language because you're the smartest of the smart amongst the children of Israel. Okay? It says, of the king's meat. So you basically telling me, and of the wine which he drank. So you're telling me this is actually speaking on, he gave them people to teach them about the meat the king eats and the wine he drinks? No, it's philosophy. Okay? And it's going to say that. So nourishing them 3 years. So it took them 3 years to learn about meat and wine and how to speak this language. Christianity, bro, some of the dumbest people, bruh. Instead of listening and humbling themselves down to get proper understanding on these scriptures, they'd rather just listen to Esau. Okay? That at the end thereof they might stand before the king. Now they're being prepped to practice the king's ways. Things that he does, things that he like. He's trying to convert them. And when you go into the Apocrypha, it's one that says that those that wouldn't learn the ways of the king was put to death. Okay? And in all matters of wisdom and understanding, this is verse 20, the king inquired of them, he found them 10 times better than all the musicians, magicians and astrologers that were in all his realm. So when you stay faithful to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, this is what happens. He's going to stay faithful to you, because they would have been put to death with the eunuch that was supposed to be teaching. This is Daniel. Okay? They were supposed to be, if they wouldn't have learned, but Yahweh Shem Yahushai put that spirit on them to where they already knew these things. You know what I'm saying? He basically stood in and put that spirit on them, and they spoke everything they were supposed to know. Simple, because Daniel was a man of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Like, man, I'm not learning that. Oh, you go in here and read it. I'm not learning that. That's not our customs. We don't do those things, because learning of the king's meat and wine could have been some things that his ways said to eat pork, break the Shabbat. You know what I'm saying? Things of that nature. So this is not speaking on eating meats, all right, and drinking wines. Well, ain't nothing wrong with drinking wines, but it's not speaking on you can eat any kind of meat. That's, you can eat pork. Now you can eat badger, anything. So anything is fair game now, because these people don't understand the scriptures. All right? Well, I hope this is edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Double honor to the apostle, Nelson Great Millstone. Peace and blessing to you. I can push this truth throughout the four winds. Shalom.